Hello YouTube, it's Bonnie with another unboxing and today I'm going to unbox, well, let's just open the envelope and see. Actually, you'll be able to see on the thumbnail that this is an unboxing of Cathy Nichols Story Cards. And I'm having a little trouble undoing this because I don't want to totally destroy the package, because sometimes I reuse my envelopes when I'm trading decks, or so my husband sells some of his CDs on eBay, so I try to not be too destructive. Oh, wow. Anything else? Okay. Let's try to get in just a little bit closer. Now, these cards have been around for a while, and there are lots of unboxings of this deck. And she also has another deck, the Synchronicity deck, which I have ordered and I should be getting sometime this week. They're available on Etsy, and I believe there are still some left. The last time I checked, of these story cards. I believe her Synchronicity deck she has redone a little bit. At least that's kind of what I'm getting from the reviews on Etsy. But at one point you could buy them as a 2-pack bundle for a slightly discounted price. And I always, when I was ready to buy, they would be out of them. When I was ready to buy the 2, because you know you got the deal with the 2, and I knew I wanted the 2, but I go, okay. The Synchronicity deck was out, and only the story cards were available, so I decided to get these. But now she calls it the new Synchronicity deck, and that's available. I have ordered it. I should be getting it this week, so you'll be seeing that. I've got a business card, Cathy Nichols, and we'll show a close-up of that so you can see her Instagram and her website. Can you see all that? All right, for information, because I'm really bad at doing links, so if you're interested, here is all the information. And oh, this must be one of the cards. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and it's packaged so beautifully. Look at the little, oh my gosh, this is like just done watercolor. And that's what attracted me to this deck, is the watercolor art. I love that aesthetic. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I don't want to cut the ribbon. I really don't want to cut the ribbon, but I may have to, just for the sake of time. Okay, I may be able to use it still. But the little tag, it's looked like she just, like an impromptu art project. And look at this little house that she drew. It's on heavy cardstock, like water color paper. And it looks like this was another project on the back, maybe. And she just recycled it. I love it. And this is definitely something I could use with my new interest in collage art. We're going to try to open the deck here. It is a regular, just run-of-the-mill tuck box. And I knew that. It's not a fancy... I believe this deck was about $45, I want to say. I will say, though, she does give you a coupon if you keep something of hers in your cart long enough. She'll give you a little coupon to add as incentive. So look at the beautiful. It's very smooth and glossy. And so this is the Story Card Deck by Cathy Nichols. Oracle cards to guide your way, tell your stories, and inspire inner wisdom. 70 hand-painted cards and instruction booklet. It's just beautiful. Now, I'm going to see, got this little sewing tool and there's no seals, so I guess I will open from the top. And if I slide this underneath, I hopefully won't damage the box, because it seems like they're in here kind of tight. It is there's a lot of cards in here. So there's a booklet. It's not a book, but this is, this is common with indie oracle decks. So, story is our oldest tool for telling us who we are, yet often our inner vision is dimmed or erased entirely by the demands of modern society. When this happens, we lose our memories, childhood dreams, and the intuition that could guide us to a more joyful, meaningful way of being. I painted each of these story cards to help me connect with my own inner voice. They represent archetypal experience that we all share on our life's journey. And then it tells you how to use the cards. And then it goes right into the meanings of the cards. Just a couple sentences for each one. So, booklet, and now we're going to get right into the cards. Now let's go into the cardstock. It is a sturdy cardstock. I would say this feels on par with maybe Llewellyn cardstock, but maybe just a tad bit sturdier. It's glossy, maybe like it has a UV protectant, but not super gloss that, it's that sticky, glossy, deck that like maybe Red Feather or some of the Hay House decks are. It's just a slight gloss, like a UV protectant maybe. And just to look at the back, I know some people don't like that, the title is put on the back of the cards, but that doesn't really bother me. The imagery is so beautiful, and I don't think it's handwritten. I don't think it's that obtrusive. But those are the backs. The cardstock feels really, really nice. And just let me make sure that I'm gonna get in as close as I can, so you can get a good look at these. Okay. Sunshine Girl. Oh, I love this art. Fierce. Just beautiful colors. And I am totally in awe of artists. The Artist. Wildflower. And in this little corner right here, it says, I am a wildflower. I don't know if she's used collage too. It looks like a watercolor and collage a little bit, maybe. I don't know if there was any digital art involved. This is Queen. I really don't know the processes really of, of artists and making these cards. Princess of the Borderland. It's beautiful. Make sure you're getting all of this. Visionary, a unicorn. you gotta love a deck with a unicorn. I'm really sorry I missed out on the crystal unicorn deck. I wish I had that. This one I love, Explorer. So many just different aspects. And she's got her, these kind of look like a throwback to Dorothy's ruby red slippers. She's in a new land. Surfer. I'm a California girl, now living in Texas, but yes, I grew up in Los Angeles. So I love this. Love the water. Water energy is my thing. Cyclist, that's my husband. My husband is a cyclist. So already I'm like able to, you know, put a person, correlate these with people in my life. I'm a thinker. There's a little tiny think. Nature boy. My daughter is actually a nature girl, studying climate science and environmental engineering. So I would just substitute that with girl, which it could be boy or girl. King. Don't you just love these colors? Oh my gosh. Mystic. Neighbor. That could be a good or bad, the nosy neighbor. Could be either one. Dreamer. I don't think I remember seeing this card in the other decks. This almost looks more like a photograph. It's so good. In the other deck unboxings, I meant to say I don't remember seeing this. Nurture. Sweet. Balance. And they're on their surfboards, paddle boards. They're in the water, but this tree is right in the center. Now this reminds me of, you know, what's going on in downtown Austin, all the paddle boards that are on, and the kayaks that are on the lake right now. Even though, you know, realistically the city isn't supposed, you're supposed to be practicing social distancing still, of course. There's gridlock on certain parts of the lake. I've driven over the bridge and it's, yeah. It's perplexing. Gratitude. I don't know if my phone is picking all this up, but there's so many little elements. I think that some of it is collaged, different layers of collage in watercolor because it looks like some paper. And the only reason I say that is because I'm starting to delve into collage art. I've got my Creative Bug subscription and I've been looking at the classes on there, and yeah, I've been trying my hand at it. Communion. Sweet, the couple on the bench. Soulfulness. Magic. So many elements, so many layers upon layers. It's wonderful. Beauty. I would say that's an appropriate card. Healing. Another couple sitting on a fence. Self-reliance. Can you pick that up? It's a girl on a bicycle, or a figure, a person on a bicycle. The red, looks like a red, trailing red scarf. Got that passion. Serenity. Gosh, these are just beautiful. I have wanted these cards for a very long time. But you know, there's so many Kickstarter. I'm not going on Kickstarter. I'm on a self-imposed, not looking at it. And it's not because I don't want to support artists. My problem is I want to support all of them. And you know, we have to pick and choose, and sometimes it's so hard. Box of Rain. Travel. Yeah, this does look collage-y. Different types of maybe scrapbook paper, maybe, or maybe she painted that, but it's just beautiful. Metamorphosis. And I do think that this is a deck that the camera or phone or whatever, you know, doesn't capture it all. You can get a good idea, but seeing them in person, it's just astounding. Trust. Another couple. Setting sail for a new adventure. Serendipity. Looks like a carnival ride. I've been on many a ride that look like this. Love them. Adoration. So there are lots of couple cards in here in various scenarios. The Yes card. I wonder if there's, I can't remember if there's a no card in here, but this one says yes. Yes to everything. Yes to all your dreams, you know, the house, the whatever it entails. There's a lot in here. Waiting. It's this lonely figure here waiting. I know what we're, as a collective, what we're all waiting for, right? Longing. You put, so I can see, you know, story cards you can put. If you put these side by side, you know, maybe this way. She's waiting longingly for her beloved to return so that she can continue. Where did that card go? The adoration that she once enjoyed with her true love. Oh, yes. I get it. Do you see how that works? She's waiting longingly for her love to return so she can continue the adoration. Yeah, I get it. It's, oh, I'm so glad I got these. Waiting. Kindred. And in here, right here, it says follow your heart. Frozen. I love the use of the white paint, the whites and the grays, and then she's got some warmth in there. Release. Wisdom. I love owls too in my decks. Mermaids, owls. Love them. And this is on the back cover. What is the card? This is on the back cover of the box. Storyteller. Called. So another couple. I love this little bit of music paper right here. So this is why I posted a video, my last one with the Awakened Soul Oracle, and I was unpackaging the beautiful packaging and trying not to rip it. It's because I'm keeping bits and bobs, strips of paper, you know, the envelopes that maybe your bills come in. On the inside, there's usually, not always, but sometimes a pattern, and I use that. I open up the envelope and use the inside for collage art, ripped pieces of paper, ribbon, whatever. You can see how it's used here, some of it. So you can use paper in this way if you can't paint, which is me, but you can use paper much in the same way that she used watercolor here. And this is not to say some of this may be some scrapbooking paper. Loss. Beautiful. Union. Another couple. It's beautiful. Mother. Do you see that? I'm just pointing it out. You know, you could do something like this if you wanted to, even if you're like me and not visually talented as far as painting and drawing. You can kind of make these scenarios with scraps of paper and just some watercolor paint. Beginnings. I'm trying to read right here in the house of what I want to, I can't read it, of what I want to fear, or I can't really read that last word. Love. Love the striking reds on this. The fox. I'm working on my Lenormand this month, and so this just made me automatically think of a Lenormand card. The sneaky fox. Home. Again, I noticed the music paper because I love music, sheet music. Meditation. I know this is what's getting a lot of us through things right now. It's a beautiful meditation card. Confidence. I kind of see this as a growing confidence, you know, kind of the color palette shows kind of something that's growing. Do you see the bright orange here and the red? There's your fire, there's your confidence, but it's not fully manifested yet. That's just the way I see it. Uncertainty, yes, I would say this is an uncertain situation, but it's another couple. Rising. On the hot air balloon, or the helium balloon. So what comes up must come down. Well-being. Friendship. A little kitty. And a little girl with her kitty ears. So she can be simpatico with her kitty. Intuition. I like this. I like the shadowy figure here. Use your intuition to find what's behind the fog, behind the veil. Unity. Work. It's interesting. Chose this picture of a metropolis, a city. Seeking. I hope my phone is picking this up, but it's a figure diving in, looks like a female figure diving into the depths. You see that? It's a little hazy. The light is a little hazy. Opportunity. Rooted. It seems as though this is becoming uprooted. We will pick a card and look at, oh, I love this faith card. Those almost look like little knives or something sticking into her, kind of almost like a 10 of Swords. Flow. That's so serene, isn't it? This is a good meditation card. And this one as well, growth. I just love these colors. Duality. And this one, oh, it's the first one. It's in this position. Magnetism. While I have that one out, let's take out the, this is all alphabetical, all the meanings, even though they're not in alphabetical order when, you know, in the deck when you first get it. But, okay, opposites, black, white, inner, outer, good, bad, etc. inform one another and spur change, recognition of the shadow. Oh, I like that. Joy. And really, there's a lot of texture coming out, that's popping out of this card. This looks like fabric. This is music paper. This looks like the kind of raised watercolor art that she did in this little tag. There's a lot of components going on in this card, and I just love it. Giving. Aww. Solitude. The tent out in nature. Kind of reminds me of one of the cards in Cat Ryle's Roots and Wings Oracle. Crossing. So you see in the deck, these came out of the box, not in alphabetical order, but they are in the book, which is good. The texture is just popping out of these cards. Oh, and there is a story. The last card is a story spread. So, so card one, this is like almost like the first part of the Celtic Cross, but the first one, the main issue or character. Card two is the conflict, so almost like what's crossing you. Card three right here is the past. 4 is the present. 5 is the future. And 6 is, oh, wait. Oh, no. I'm doing this wrong. Main character, conflict, past, present, future, and resolution. So with the aesthetic of these cards, I think you can make a story out of it. So that's title card and then the spread. So, don't have to, I'm going to come up a little bit again. these shuffle very easily. So easily. Again, similar to, I would say very similar, if you had to compare it to something, to Llewellyn cardstock, but I would say maybe a little better, maybe a little sturdier, slightly, but very, very similar. And if I'd known, I would have gotten one of my Llewellyn decks out, but as you can see, I'm not into editing and all that, so. All right, let's cut the deck, and we'll just pick one from the middle. The Yes card. All right, today is our Yes day, right? Just affirmation, success, things are aligned. Okay, that's too easy. So let's pick another one. Let's pick one more. All right, so let's cut the deck. Pick one from the middle. Oh, the neighbor. Okay, I have the Mr. Rogers song going through my head. The boy next door is often overlooked, but he can be a true companion. Look for answers in the familiar. Okay, I love this because this just draws me to my younger self. Okay, and you know, as young women are, they're often attracted to the bad boy, the flashy, the just effervescent or jock, or like the moody. It's like a study of extremes. They want the jock or they want the emo musician or bad boy, you know? And really, and I certainly went through that phase, dated a lot of toads until I found my husband, who was a college grad, business finance major, good Midwestern boy, and totally something that I was not going for. Totally against my type. And he is the one, totally normal. He's the one I married, and I've been married. It'll be 30 years almost at, you know, towards the end of the year. In November, we hit 30 years. So, yes, definitely look for the boy or the girl next door. Somebody, you know, that's could be easily overlooked. Try to keep your eyes open, because that's where you find your hidden treasure. So I will leave you with that. I do have, I'm going to be posting another look at my deck collection, and I believe in that video I may have shown you some of my collage art, my new little hobby. I am not artistic visually, and but I've seen cards like this, artists like this have totally inspired me to give this collage art a try. And the other artist who does this kind of art is Heather Hopes, who did the Inner Compass Oracle. And I don't think I've done an unboxing, but I have showed the deck in my video, and maybe my top few decks of 2019. Maybe I should do, it won't be an unboxing, but maybe if you want, I can show you that deck, maybe side by side, or maybe I'll wait until I get my Synchronicity deck and I'll do all three of them together, kind of a flip through, so you can see the similarities. But this type of art has totally inspired me to try this art form, even though I can't draw. I'm finding ways to skirt around it, and I have made a few little feeble attempts, but you know, you got to start somewhere. And I'm using classes from Creative Bug, and I believe right now they're offering like $4.95 a month subscriptions. That's what I have. Normally it's $7.95 a month, but unlimited classes and all kinds of art forms. But yes, I would say this is another hit for me. Yesterday I posted a hit with Ethany's Awakened Soul Oracle, and this is another hit because I think I'm going to be able to make stories. You can weave a story, as I feebly did, you know, just kind of playing around. You can see how I did that. And if you're into that, yeah, this would be a deck for you, especially if you like handmade art. Not too overwhelmingly digitally manipulated. So let me know. Have you ever seen these cards before? Were they in your wheelhouse? Are they in your wheelhouse? If you have them, and if you've had them for a while, how do you use them? Do you incorporate them with your tarot readings? Do you mostly use them alone? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, again, I want to thank all my subscribers and all those that have taken the time out of your value, you know, your schedule, busy schedule, to take a few moments and look at my unboxing videos. I'm, you know, a small channel, and I would appreciate a subscribe or like if you found any value to this video. And yeah, I will see you, I know, very, very soon for another unboxing or a look at my deck collection, because that's still not done. So until next time, have a wonderful day, and I hope everything is good in your world. Bye-bye.